What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am the Bald Ginger. We're jumping back into some Road to the Show here today. We have a 3-game set at Wrigley Field against the Chicago Cubs. Let's see what we can do here. The Cubs are ahead of us in the division standings, currently holding the top spot for the wild card. We're a game and a half out of the third spot of the wild card. Top of the first, we come into it. 2 outs, nobody on. Freddie Peralta on the mound for the Cubbies here. He hits, a 95 on the four-seamer? I think I'm seeing that right, but that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch, up above the zone with a four-seamer, and it's a 1-0 count to start the day for me. All right, let's see what I can do here with the 1-0 pitch from Peralta. Oh, geez, swung at a four-seamer way off the inside corner. Somehow my bat stayed intact, and it's fouled away for a 1-1 count. Good Lord. The 1-1 pitch, though. Swinging at his four-seamer just above the zone on the outside corner and fouled it off. So the count moves to 1-2. Oh, just below the knees of the four-seamer there. That was a tough take. 2-2 the count, though, because I watched that one. Next pitch, inside with a four-seamer, and the count is now full. He technically has not found the zone with any of these pitches so far. And he got me swinging on a curveball below the knees. And that strikeout ends the top of the first. So there's a K next to my name to start this series in Chicago. We're moving on. Top of the fourth now. Cubs are up 2-0. Nobody out, nobody on, and I'm standing in for the second time today. Batting average sitting at a .242. Freddie Peralta with pitch number 1 of the at-bat. Gets the call on a questionable four-seamer on the inside corner there. 0-1 the count. A swing at a four-seamer low and away. Got a piece of it and fouled it away, and the count is now 0-2. That's going from bad to worse here. There's a little lofted fly ball into shallow right field. Right fielder runs in to make the play, and that's all she wrote for that at-bat. 1 away now in the top of the fourth. We come back bottom half of the fourth. It's a 3-0 ball game. Runners on first and second. 2 away for Alek Thomas. He's 1 for 2 on the day already. Has an 0-2 count in this at-bat against Tommy Mace, who's been getting roughed up early. And the 2-strike pitch is a ground ball to me at second. We're going to go to first base with this one. Take the easy out where we can get it. And finally, we end things here in the bottom of the fourth. We're moving on to the 5th inning, trailing the Cubs by a score of 3-0. Top of the 5th. Bases are loaded, only 1 out, and I'm standing in 0 for 2 on the day. Freddie Peralta still on the mound for the Cubs here. Let's see what I can do against him in this at-bat. I have not had any luck against him so far. And swinging at a circle change well below the knees is not going to do anything good, except make for an 0-1 count. I have a .202 batting average with runners in scoring position this season. Oh, too far out in front of that slider there and pulled a foul down the third base line, so we have an 0-2 count now. That's not good. The 2-strike pitch from Peralta. Off the plate away with a slider. 1-2 the count. Really need to get a ball in play here. Anything will score the run. Except a double play. Diving stop by the second baseman. Throw to second in time. But I'm going to beat it out on the back end, so it's a fielder's choice. No RBI for me. Oh, wait, it did say RBI up in the corner. In theory, on a fielder's choice like that, you're not supposed to get a ground or a RBI, but whatever. It's a 3-1 ball game as we come back bottom of the 5th. 2 outs, runners on second and third for Sean Bellamy. He's 1 for 2 on the day as well, and he's got an 0-2 count in this at-bat against Tommy Mace. He chops one up, and we'll field that one right at the border of the infield grass, and that's going to end the 5th inning. So we're moving on to the 6th, trailing the Cubs by a score of 3-1. Bottom of the 6th, we come back to a 3-1 ball game. 2 outs, runner on first, Alek Thomas at the plate. He's 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI single earlier. Michael McGreevy is on the mound in relief for the Cardinals here. And the 1-1 pitch from him is a ground ball to the right side. And we'll get a glove on that. Throw to first will be in time. 6 innings have now come and gone here at the friendly confines. We're moving on. Top of the 7th, it is now a tie ball game, 3 runs apiece. And I'm standing in for the 4th time today. 0 for 3 so far today. Jonathan Loaizaga is on the mound for the Cubs in relief with a runner on second and only one out here. Loaizaga does hit 100 miles an hour with a sinker, 90 on the circle change, 89 on the slurve, and 100 on the four-seamer. First pitch is lofted up the middle, out of the reach of the second baseman there. And it's going to be an RBI single for me here to give the Redbirds a 4-3 lead here in the top of the seventh. Guessing we're working up a little appetite for that Cracker Jack here. Let's go. 6-3 the score here, top of the eighth. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, and I'm standing in 1 for 4 on the day. Single, pair of RBIs, and a run scored for me. Jake Bennett is now towing the rubber for the Cubs out of the bullpen. He hits 94 with the four-seamer, 91 on the two-seamer, nothing else quick. First pitch from him is a changeup just below the knees on the outside corner. I swung on it, got a piece, fouled it away, 0-1 the count. My batting average is up to .206 on the season with runners in scoring position. And swinging at a pitch like that, slider low and inside, and not making contact is not going to help that number any. The count is now 0-2 after not making contact with that swing. Next pitch, little chopper to the right side. Second baseman fields it, throw to first in time. And that's all she wrote for the top of the eighth. We're moving on. Cardinals leading this one by a score of 6-3. Bottom of the eighth, Daniel Susak is leading things off for the Cubs. He's got a sac bunt on his line score, but he's 0 for 2 otherwise. Got a 2-2 count here with the bases empty and nobody out. Keegan Thompson kicks and deals. That's a hot shot to the right side. Not going to get a glove on that one. It's into right field for a base hit for him. So he's got a single to start off the bottom of the eighth. We're going to move on here to Sean Bellamy, who's the next batter. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Single and a run scored for him. Runner on first, nobody out. 0-1 pitch on the way from Cardinals reliever Keegan Thompson. That's a ground ball to me at second. We're going to go for 2. We'll flip to the shortstop covering second, relay to first in time. And it's a 4-6-3 double play that relieves the bases of their runners and puts 2 outs on the board. Cardinals win game number 1 here in Chicago. Final score 7-3. Let's move on to game number 2. And you know what that means. This is where I remind everybody, if you haven't done so already, or if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You can also like and comment on this video, as all of those things do help me out with the YouTube algorithms. Top of the first now, no score, 1 out, runner on first, and I'm standing in with a .242 batting average on the season so far. Caleb Killian is the man on the mound for the Cubs. He hits 94 with his sinker, 93 on the cutter, 97 on the four-seamer, and a curveball at a lowly 79. First pitch, ripped down the third base line, and they're going to go around the horn to end the first inning. 5-4-3 the double play for those of you scoring at home. And we're moving on to the bottom half of the first inning. All right, bottom of the second we come back. Cubs are up 2-0. Runner on first, nobody out. Sean Bellamy at the plate, hitting out of the number 9 hole. He's only got a .213 batting average for the season. But the 3-1 pitch from Jackson Jobe is hit to me. We'll flip to the shortstop covering second. Bare hand grab and toss to first for a 4-6-3 double play. I'm not going to lie, I get a kick out of those every time. Top of the fourth, we come back to it. Still a 2-0 ball game. Cubs in the lead. Runner on first, nobody out. And I'm standing in 0 for 1 on the day, 1 for 6 on the series. We're going to get a dynamic challenge here, though, because of that runner on first. And you know what? I think we're just going to go for advance the runner. What the heck? Caleb Killian, come on, big fella. Give me something good to hit here, bud. That's not it. Cutter low and away. Makes for a 1-0 count. I have hit into 22 double plays this season. Oof, I think that's a career worst for me, considering we still have another month of the season to go here. 1-0 pitch from Killian. Lofted into center field. Is that going to get down for a base hit? It is not. Center fielder runs it down out there. So it's an F8 on my line score after that at-bat. Moving on to the top of the fifth. It is now a 4-3 ball game. Cubs with a 1-run lead. Runners on first and second, 2 away, and I'm standing in 0 for 2 on the day against Caleb Killian now, throwing pitch number 70 of his outing. Low and inside with the cutter there makes for a 1-0 start to this at-bat. Still hitting .205 on the season with runners in scoring position. And the next pitch, off the plate away and low again with the cutter. So it's a 2-0 count to start this at-bat. I might get first base for free here. Let's find out. The 2-0 pitch Ripped into left field. That's heading towards the corner. Is that going to make it into the basket? I think so. You betcha. It's off the low or the high wall there in left field and lands in the basket above the ivy. So it's a 3-run dinger for me. And only 366 feet and an 89.5 miles per hour off the bat. That is about the lowest you can go and still get it over a wall anywhere in the MLB, I think. That's funny. All right, so Redbirds definitely have the lead now. 6-4 the score in the bottom of the fifth. Nobody on, nobody out for Oscar Gonzalez. He's 1 for 2 on the day, but he's got a 1-1 count in this at-bat against Jackson Jobe. Pitch number 79 of the game for him, and it's a ground ball to the right side. We'll get a glove on that. And throw to first will be in time. It's an easy first out here in the bottom of the fifth, and that's the way we like it. Top of the seventh, we come back. Still a 6-5 ball game. Runner on first, 2 outs, and I'm standing in 1 for 3 on the day with that 3-run dinger I hit in my last at-bat. Kelvin Hare is on the mound for the Cubs now in relief. Out of the bullpen, he's throwing a 99-mile-an-hour 4-seamer, 95 on the 2-seamer. Also hits 91 on the slider, only 86 on his changeup. And the first pitch gets the call on a 2-seamer off the plate away at the knees. Man, I don't think these home plate umpires like me at all here. It's an 0-1 count now after that sketchy strike call. 4-seamer in the zone there on the outer third, right at the top of the zone. Got a piece of it and fouled it away, and the count is now 0-2. Pitch number 3 from Hare. Lofted into shallow. Well, would have been shallow, right? But the second baseman only had to take a couple steps into the outfield grass to make that catch. And that ends things here in the top of the seventh. We're moving on to the seventh inning stretch by leading the Cubs by a score of 6-5. Don't forget your Cracker Jack. Bottom of the seventh now, runner on second, 1 away for Dansby Swanson. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a double and 3 runs scored. Holy mackerel. Let's see who the Cracker Jack is going to fare better for here as Nick Weber is on the mound for the Cardinals. Hot shot to the right side. Oh, how did I miss that? No way. Right above my outstretched glove. And we have runners on the corners now with only 1 out in the bottom of the seventh. Not the way we wanted that to go at all. Bottom of the seventh still. 2 outs, bases loaded, 6-6 ball game. Oscar Gonzalez at the plate for the Cubs. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Has a 2-2 count in this at-bat. Pablo Gonzalez is on the mound in relief. Hot shot up the middle. We're going to throw to first after getting a glove on it. And there you go. 7th inning is now over. And we got a brand new ball game here heading into the 8th inning. We are tied at 6 runs apiece. Bottom of the 9th now. Nico Horner at the plate for the Cubs. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Got a runners on first and second. Only 1 out. A 1-1 count in this at-bat. We need a double play in the worst way here. Hot shot up the middle. And we tag the base and throw to first. It's a 4-3 double play. And that's all it takes for the 9th inning. We're moving on to extra baseball here. Let's see who can take the win. So far, Cardinals are in the lead 7-6 in the top of the 10th. Runner on second, nobody out, and I'm standing in 1 for 4 line score today. Kelvin Hare is still on the mound for the Cubs. First pitch of this at-bat from him. Little blooper, finds a hole in the right side, and it's into right field. They hold the runner up at third, so we have runners on the corners now with nobody out here in the top of the 10th, holding on to that 1-run lead so far. Bottom half of the inning, it's an 8-6 ball game. Cardinals in the lead by 2. Runner on second, 2 outs. Cole Roederer is the last man standing for the Cubs here. He's 0 for 5 on the day. 0-2 count on this at-bat. The pitch from Joel Piamps is a ground ball to me at second. That's going to be it. The Cardinals are going to win game number 2. Final score 8-6 in this one in 10 innings. And yeah, that's exactly what we wanted to do here in Chicago, is win 2 out of 3. We've got 2 of them down. Maybe we can get the sweep on the road here. Let's find out as we move into game number 3. All right, top of the first. 1 out, runner on first. I'm standing in, batting third in the order. 244 the batting average coming into this one. Jesus Luzardo is the man on the mound for the Cubs in this one. He hits 99 with his 4-seamer, 90 on the circle change, 97 on his sinker, and a 12-6 curve that only tops out at 86. First pitch is that 12-6 curve, and I send it into center field. It's going to get down for a base hit, and we will have runners on the corners with only 1 out here in the top of the first. I like it. I like it a lot. Bottom of the first, still no score. Runners on second and third. Only one out for Alec Thomas. He's hitting .247 on the season, but he's got a 0-1 count in this at-bat against Chad Madden. Wind up and the pitch from lefty Madden. And this ground ball to the right side. That's going to score the runner from third, but we'll take the out at first, so at least it's a semi-productive surrendering of a run here. 1-0 ball game now. Cubs in the lead in the bottom of the first. Runner on third, 2 away. We're moving on to the bottom of the second, where it's a 2-0 ball game now. 2 outs, nobody on for Alexander Canario. He's hitting .234 on the season, and he's got an 0-2 count in this at-bat. Chad Madden kicks and deals. It's a ground ball to the right side. We'll get a glove on that. Throw to first will be in plenty of time, and that retires the side here in the bottom of the second. We're moving on to the third inning, trailing the Cubs 2-0. Top of the third, we come back to it. 2 outs, runner on first. I'm standing in 1 for 1 on the day. Let's see what I can do against Jesus Luzardo this time around. Yeah, first pitch is not happening because he's going to check on the runner at first. Let's see if we get a pitch to the plate here. No, sir, he's checking the runner at first again before ever throwing a pitch in the at-bat. That should be all the checks of the runner at first he can do here. So, first pitch from the lefty Luzardo. Another 12-6 curve sent into right field this time, and it gets down for a base hit. And we're going to have runners on the corners again here in the top of the third with 2 away. And let's see if we can get on the board here. We do. Bottom of the third, we come back to it. It's a 3-1 ball game. Cubs in the lead. Nobody out, nobody on. Full count for Sean Bellamy here. It's already 1 for 1 on the day. Wind up and the pitch from Chad Madden, and it's a ground ball to the right side. We'll get a glove on that. Throw to first will be in time. And that's the first out here in the bottom of the third. We're moving on to when Daniel Susak is at the plate in the bottom of the third. It's a 4-1 ball game now. Runner on second. Only 1 out. Full count for Susak in this at-bat. And the payoff pitch from Chad Madden. Ground ball right at me at second base. We're going to throw to first, take the easy out. So we have a runner on third with 2 away here in the bottom of the third. Bottom of the fourth, we come back to it. Cubs keep chipping away, adding more runs to the board. It's a 6-1 ball game. Runners on first and second, 2 away for Alec Thomas. He's 1 for 2 on the day, and he's got an 0-1 count in this at-bat. And the pitch there's a ground ball to me at second. We'll throw to first. Easy play. That retires the side here in the fourth inning. We're moving on to the fifth, trailing by 5. The score currently sitting at 6-1. Top of the fifth, bases are loaded and nobody out as I'm stepping in with a 2 for 2 line score today. Still a 6-1 ball game. Jesus Luzardo still on the mound for the Cubs. First pitch of the at-bat from him. Ripped into right center field. That's going to get down and probably roll almost all the way to the ivy. We're going for 2. The throw-in hits the cutoff man, and it's a 2 RBI double here to make things a little closer here in the top of the fifth. Still nobody out. Runners on second and third. I like that a lot. Bottom of the sixth, we come back to it. It's a 7-4 ball game now. Cubs in the lead. Runners on the corners. 1 away for Nico Horner. He's 1 for 2 on the day, and he's got an 0-1 count in this at-bat. Nick Weber is on the mound for the Redbirds in this one now. He kicks and deals, and it's a ground ball to the right side. We're going to throw to the shortstop, covering second, relay to first. In time, bang, bang play at first. Nico Horner is not happy about that one. We get the 4-6-3 double play there. And that's all she wrote for that inning, boys and girls. We're moving on. Top of the seventh, still a 7-4 ball game. Runner on first, nobody out, and I'm standing in 3 for 3 on the day with a double, 2 singles, and a pair of RBIs to show for my time in the batter's box. Jonathan Loaizaga is on the mound for the Cubs in relief now. Hits that 100 miles an hour on the sinker, 90 on the circle change, 89 on the slurve, and 100 on the four-seamer. Oh, first pitch is a sinker, not the slider that I thought it was going to be. Swung on and missed, and we have an 0-1 count. Second pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed with a slurve in the zone over the outside corner, just above the knees, and we have an 0-2 count after not making contact yet. Loaizaga checks on the runner at first here before throwing the 2-strike pitch to the plate. Come on, big fella. Give me something good to hit. That's all I need. That's not it. Sinker inside, taken for a ball. 1-2 the count. Much better take than my first pitch of the at-bat. Pitch number 4 coming up here from Loasiga. And it's a chopper to the right side. Diving first baseman can't get a glove on it. And I am 4 for 4 on the day now with 3 singles and a double. How about that? Runners on first and second. Nobody out after that at-bat. Bottom of the 7th, we come back to it. The Cubs are up 7-5. Runner on second, 2 away for Brennan Davis. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Has an 0-1 count in this at-bat against Nick Weber, who's on the mound for the Redbirds out of the bullpen. The 0-1 pitch is a ground ball to me at second. A little slow hopper. Throw to first in time. 7 innings have come and gone here in Chicago. And we're currently trailing the Cubs 7-5. Top of the 9th, still a 7-5 ball game. Runners on the corners and nobody out as I'm standing in 4 for 4 on the day. Holy mackerel. Jorge Alcala is on the mound for the Cubs in relief now. He hits 92 on the slider, 100 on the four-seamer, 90 on the circle change, 97 on the sinker. First pitch is a four-seamer well below the knees, and it's a 1-0 count to start things here. The way that shadow is makes it really tough to see pitches here. Let's see what we can do with the 1-0 pitch now from Alcala. Ooh, late swing on a four-seamer there and popped it up and out of play. 1-1 the count after not keeping that one between the lines. Third pitch of the at-bat from Alcala. Oh, got a piece of a slider off the outside corner just above the knees there, and it's fouled away. The count is 1-2. We got to get one in play here. We got to get that runner in from third. Oh, good rip into left field there. Is that going to get caught? It is, just short of the warning track, but it's a quality sacrifice fly as the runner from third scores easily, and it's now a 7-6 ball game with 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Cubs end up holding on for the win here, 7-6 the final score. And that's all she wrote for this series as we take 2 of 3 from the Cubs at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. So that's definitely the best outcome I was hoping for. So yeah, that's the end of the series. Also going to be the end of the episode. For those of you still hanging out with me, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun social media things. And we will see you in the next one.